So, what's going on? I'll tell you what's good news is that we finally got more than 2,000 followers on Twitter. Mostly because of this fantastic tweet here. It's a high quality one, I would say. Don't know if it's a little bit too much on the nose for our mutual friend, but hopefully not. I'm sure it's fine.
Yes, the power is mine.
Melanie, thank you for the 4 months.
Was murder, smiley face.
Manslaughter at best. Manslaughter at best. I don't think it does -1 to saves, Gladius. I think Neil was just making that up on the spot because he didn't know what they did. And then he found the actual item. I know it's justified, Crumpster. 100%. I mean, I think what actually happened, right? This is what actually happened. Is that Neil wanted to have some sort of element of adversity or complication in what was essentially quite a trivial quest to go and get these things, right? So he kind of pounced on the idea of the priest wanting to kill me for me. I mean, the thing is, it just doesn't make any sense, right? Like, it just doesn't make sense. If I just walked in and I was dressed in normal clothes and I wasn't armed and I didn't have display self on me, then it makes a bit of sense, maybe. Even then, like, even if he thought I was just a normal dude trying to pay money to dig up a grave from 800 years ago, it still doesn't make sense to try and kill someone for that. But when you factor in the fact that I'm obviously a high-level wizard, it's just suicide. It's just stupid. Yeah, Mr. Taraski, you're not wrong about that. I liked how he tried to give you the magical equivalent of a +1 sword after missing the glasses for like 20 sessions and a failed quest solely to get them before. Yeah, and do you know what? It also... They were never there in the first place, so there was never any wizard item to be gained in that quest in the first place. It wasn't justified, but it wasn't evil. I think it is justified, to be honest. Somebody's gonna stab you. I feel like you're justified in defending yourself. I mean, what am I meant to do? Just not defend myself? Your point about having no buffs justifies killing him, in my opinion. What do you mean about having no buffs? Just imagine a dirty peasant tries to kill a noble. The punishment for that is death 100% of the time. It's probably death, like, in the courts. It's certainly death if the noble then defends himself and kills the person. That's 100% justified. If I'd have killed that assassin in the streets that stabbed me, nobody would have batted an eye at that. Not a single person. Oh, the fact that I didn't have my buffs. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Imric's usually got stone skin. He's usually got mirror image. He's usually got display self. All of that was gone. If I may suggest, you could probably take on Scoria now. I wouldn't recommend it without dealing with the generals and such. You could use the wish spell to remove dispel magic, anti-magic from the world for enough time. Do you think that would work, Charos, to wish to remove dispel and anti-magic from the world? I don't know about that. If you consider save or die poisons are a thing, it makes even more sense. Yeah. You can't just be letting people stab you in the back. I mean, I'm sorry, but you got to draw a line somewhere. And that's where I draw the line. It's ridiculous. You could tell from his hit bonus, right? If I were playing Devazadka, I'd say it's clear in-world indication that he's not actually an assassin. And he should have taken into account when measuring response. No, because I can't see his to hit bonus. I didn't see him make this strike against me. He tried to stab me in the back and missed. That's all I know. And in no world does Imric think some random nobody's just going to try and kill him for what he was saying. It makes no sense to me. I thought of a use for the wish to make people... I saw you write this somewhere else, Ajax, to make people forget about the McGarrys for a day or something, so Scoria forgets about you and you can do a super sneak attack. That's pretty cool as well. I don't know if that would... I feel like that might be too strong. Destiny said on stream earlier that he hopes you know that he isn't mad at you. Only his character was mad because the main things he cares about is reputation. Don't worry. But everyone's friends here. I know. I don't think Steven's mad. Also, if that's what Steven actually thought, not what Tyrael thought, then it would be Steven who's stupid and not just Tyrael. So, you know. Honestly, the best use of the wish might be to refresh all of your abilities if you'd had a full night's rest in a moment during the dungeon crawl and fight. That could be pretty cool, Mr. Tarask. Would you be able to talk to Divine with Valthara to ask if a certain use of the wish scroll would work or not? I wonder. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that might actually work, right? Because the wish scroll comes from the gods. All this arguing is a good sign of being invested in the campaign. Yeah, for sure. Things are... I mean, the campaign is long now. We're at 48 episodes, so that's pretty good going. Like, that's approaching Fro plus Homeward Bound or Hardcore Heroes. Could you use the wish scroll to prevent her from opening her mouth? Anything that's going to impact Scoria directly, I feel like she's going to get a save against, or at least magic resistance against. So I don't really want to... I'd rather use it in a way that helps us fight Scoria that doesn't directly target her, because that way there's no way of it, like, failing. They don't know about the wish scroll. No one knows, apart from that one wizard. Call the stream. I was 100% right for the drama viewers. I did think about writing, addressing the priest drama as the title, but I figured that was probably a bit stupid. Gods get to be little shits and veto wish spells according to the spell. Yeah, okay. I imagine wizardry is shaping reality, not given by the gods. Yeah, no, it is AO, but I think the wish spell might be an exception to that. By the way, are you going to free the 500... I would like to free them, Lost Bear Jr., from the Mithril Mine. Seems like they're supposed to be your fighter followers, and it would hurt Mystery as they would have to replace them. Yeah, I thought that was a good idea as well, because it's quite far away from Crownhold. So I feel like we could get in and get out and manage that pretty well. I would time pool when Scoria's lair had Forbiddance casted on it. You could get the password that way. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. That potentially could work. I assume you have to speak the password when you cast the spell. Also, I wonder if this Senegal woman is a priest and a wizard. Because Forbiddance is a priest spell. So she might be like a... She was a human though, right? Which she might be a cleric wizard multiclass, which is kind of insane. Free the miners' lives with the power of Cloud Kill. Yeah. We can't save you, but we'll stop you being slaves to Mystria. Explain the comment you made on Moot Stream about Brittany. Oh. I was just saying... Okay. Controversial opinion right now. In the video for Hit Me One More Time, she was hot. That was it. That was the comment. And everyone's like, oh my god, she was 17. It's like, listen. It's 16 in England. That's the age of consent in most European countries. So, you know, just because Americans are hung up on sex and alcohol doesn't mean the rest of the world is. Sounds like you'd win if you could somehow destroy the Matavan fleet. Yeah, you know, I didn't think about that, DK. That's a good point. Maybe we could just blow up the ships. Seems like Neil was hinting that Scoria's enforcers are weak at the moment and have a single head that holds them together. That could be easily taken down. Also, he's a wizard, so maybe gear. You're talking about the half ogre, yeah? I think that's a good idea to go after him. Sorry, the ogre mage. Or better, return Moot's tiara in return for them sinking the fleet. Holy shit, that's based. Yeah, that's a good idea. Would Senegal be a demigod? I suppose it's possible. It's over 300 ships, though, so it'll be hard. Yeah, it's hard. I mean, if I could catch them lined up, Lightning Bolt would just smash them. Or I could learn Lance of Disruption and just completely and utterly obliterate them. Wait, can we talk for a second about those videos that Moot was watching before? Where it was like actors, all the same actors, relatively badly, acting out really like contrived and derivative storylines. And I was expecting there to be like a twist at the end, but there was no twist. It really was just like a poorly acted short film. I don't understand. Yeah, it was both of them. Doomdozer, it was both of those. It didn't make any sense to me, like why anyone would watch it. I thought there was going to be like a joke at the end, like there'd be a twist, but there was no twist. It was just like an obvious story with like quite bad actors. The based anti-handicap dude was great. No, it wasn't though. Blossom Possum 17. It wasn't good. What was good about it? It was shit. Do wizards get followers apprentices? No, not automatically. Oh, do you know what? I forgot to ask Neil about the potions. I was thinking about that when we were in the episode, but we got distracted. They do it super unironically. They get a lot of Facebook boomer views, but they're so absurd and surreal to us. Do you think that's what it is? It's just boomers and children. It's supposed to make you cringe? I don't think it is, though. The best way to kill Scoria is oil of elemental immunity with oil of acid resist, and then swallow a brother with both oils. Why would that kill her? I don't see how that would. kill her from the inside. Yeah, but what if she like chomps you in half on the way down? It's not going to be much good then, is it? Mixing potions. Just hope that she rolls the bad one on the table, yeah. Okay, fine. We'll watch the Destiny clip. Here he is, the man himself.
Oh, where's Nick? We need to bring him on. Fuck.
Oh, have you seen he's been in the trenches?
Yeah, I know. I just want to make sure that he understands. I hope that we can be mature enough to get to a point to where, like, I like you and Nick a lot. I don't have anything against any of you. It's fun playing with you.
Nice, isn't it?
Okay, that's good. Because like Tyrael will get to a point where he fucking hates the way that both of you are acting. But I don't hate either of you. I'm totally cool with both of you.
You don't care.
Okay, gotcha.
Sure.
Okay. All right, just making sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So like my thought process is that like Tyrael really is like the only thing that Tyrael cares about.
Is he live now?
Is his family's name.
An image.
Yes. Yeah. And we've like made a really important connection with those monks, right?
True.
And my thought process is they're going to do a big investigation to figure out like where those glasses, because we asked them to do that.
Is he talking to like Lauren Southern or Booksmarts or something? If he wants to talk to me, that's fine. I know he's not. I know he's not mad. What stream devil got into you? I don't know, Barbeck. I'm just in a really good mood recently. It seemed like he understood your position, but felt that it post hoc rationalized. Well, I kind of already said that. I mean, I made the decision as a person, probably because I wasn't like super considering what I was doing, and I was just a little bit taken aback as to the situation. But when you're trying to justify the character's reasoning, I think it's fine to, as the player, post hoc reasoning onto the character to make the decision make sense, like from their sort of perspective, and to make sure that the character's actions are still sort of joined up and make sense. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Just tell the monks to chill. I mean, two things. One, I don't think anyone's going to believe this guy's story. I don't really think it's going to get back to the monks. And two, it's perfectly justified. He tried to kill me. I still don't get the point that I don't think it hurts our reputation, because the guy fucking had it coming. He tried to kill me. What am I meant to do? I'm literally like a high-ranking nobility. Do you think there is any bigger meaning behind the result you got from time pulling the last resurrection? No, I think it's probably Neil sort of... Yeah, I don't know. I heard somebody suggest that maybe the gods don't want to show the last time there was resurrection, because maybe it wasn't 2,000 years ago. But probably more it's just Neil giving a warning to Mutin that the gods don't want anyone messing around with that kind of thing, like even asking about it, you know. Get Scoria to put a brother in her mouth and wiggle down her throat. Reduce and wiggle down. I honestly know that. I know you think it. I know it'd be funny, but we're not going to do that. If they time pool it, you're chilling. Yeah. Was there some contingency? Well, exactly. So if they know the truth, then we're fine. And they're not going to believe these random peasants who didn't even see it happen over me, are they? What reason do I have to kill this priest? I've got no reason to kill him at all. It makes no sense. I wouldn't kill him. So my story is the only way to make sense of what happened. Seems Destiny talks like he knows what's what, and his opinion is inconceivably correct at all times. Well, I think that's a side effect of his career choice, I guess. Makes it a bit hard to make decisions if you're not sucking up to his character. Sometimes. This is your best shot to win a debate against him. Mate, I've already won like 2 debates against Destiny, don't worry. Remember when we talked about taxes being theft? Got him on that one, for sure. Think you could take advantage of the times that Scoria executes Stracker's spies. Potential opportunity to shoot her down with the Dragonsbane bow. Oh, I got the impression that it was a wizard that was levitating them and letting them fall, not Scoria herself. I've got fly now, so I think we could... Maybe not Scoria, but we can lay a trap for a dragon with fly. Were you surprised when Koibu said that already 6 months ago there was a drawing of you and all your gear all over Mistria? It seems like she knows about you for a really long time. Or was Azeron's death already 6 months ago? I'm not sure. We could look in the... We could look in the wiki. July. Yeah, it's about 6 months ago. So it must have been around the time we killed Azeron. As long as you just tell the monks what happened straight up, it's probably going to be fine. Yeah, I think so. I still think flooding and closing off Scoria's lair is a pog idea. With Wish, as long as you prep a way out and water breathing and free action. Flooding the lair is pretty cool. It's not going to kill Scoria though, I'm sure she can swim. Sometimes it feels like Steven can't really detach himself from the modern soy way of looking at all this stuff. He's putting way too much value on a simple peasant's life. Way more than Tyrael or any other person that matters would do. Yeah, I mean, actually, the guy wasn't a peasant. The guy was a priest. So he does have more clout than just one of those villagers. Was Sale resurrected or just saved by Rohi? And when is Todd happening compared to Tombs of Scoria? I believe he was resurrected, or at least resuscitated, because in the opening episode when Neil described him drowning, he said that he swallowed water and stopped breathing. So, I don't know, I think that's probably like a grey line, like border, not sure. But, yeah. And when is Todd happening compared to Tombs of Scoria? I don't know the exact time, but I think it's about a year before where Scoria is now, because the premise for the campaign was I stole the boat of the new king of Wake County, who only declared himself king after the demon invasion, and the reason so many people were trying to flee Eridon was because of the demon invasion and because of Scoria. So it's some amount, it's like around the same time as Tombs of Scoria, but like some amount of time in the past. Do you think there's a chance the brothers will meet Scoria in human form? No, probably not, because I feel like we'd attack her on sight. Or even immediately use the wish scroll to try and lock her in her human form. It matches up, you're in December and you killed the blue dragon in June, July. Yeah. Are you going to talk to Destiny at all about last night? He isn't doing very much in his stream right now, just playing Darkest Dungeon. If he still wants to talk to me, I'll go and talk to him, yeah. I mean, he wants to speak to me, right? I'm not going to go out of my way. Not that there's any problem, I just mean, I don't, if he still wants to talk to me, he can say so and I'll jump on his call. That's fine. It won't kill her, but it should hamper her ability to do a bunch of stuff. Yeah, but it hampers my ability to cast spells as well. Any plans to look at 6th level spells and up, since you might get to level 12? Yeah, definitely. Probably next level. Once we're 11, we'll probably look at 6th level spells. I mean, we could have a little sneak peek at some point, but we'll save that for another stream. Peasants can become priests and still be peasants. Yeah, but priests are from a different social class to peasants, specifically. I remember, because Neil, for some reason, I think he thought that was going to be a really important part of the story in Hardcore Heroes, but it even said on the initial overlay for Hardcore Heroes, like our class, like not our like D&D class, but our sort of social class. And mine was merchant, Van's was clergy, and the other two were peasants. Just confirming that the bow disables flight's pretty huge. We've seen that Balerion and Azeron are grounded while basking, so presumably Scoria would too. Yeah. If it was resurrection, that means Rohi is not just an entity, but an actual god. I'm pretty sure it's an actual god. I mean, it's giving powers to, it's giving divine spells to Sale, so. Neil described black waters around the eyes in the time pool. I'm pretty sure it's Rohi. No. The black water was you cast the spell in a basin of water, right? So it makes sense from Tyrion's point of view. If he only cares about elevating Magari's name, if the monks find out, they may use the letter and destroy their family name. Alright, one, I don't think the info we put in that letter is enough to destroy our family name right now. And two, I'm pretty sure the monks aren't going to do that. But, I do understand the concern. Scoria's spells have verbal components. I wonder if it's possible to stop Scoria from talking. Flooding her lair is one way, I guess. Not sure how to stop the water from leaking. Oh, yeah, that's true. But I feel like my spells are more important than hers, outside of Dispel Magic. Any interest in saving the 500 Drekis soldiers doing hard labor? I would like to do that, JY. If I was keen on following up on any of those leads, I wanted to both do the Ogre Mage and the prison camp. But I can't argue with going to get the Ion Stones because it's really important, so I will do that first. You guys kind of skipped on the Young Dragon Lair. Do you think there is nothing of value? I think there's probably nothing of value, yeah. I second the Sun's request. Can you go over your glasses a bit? I got the true seeing bit, but I didn't catch it all. Yeah, sure. So So it's essentially they're magical reading glasses. So the true seeing is only to 2 feet because that's the distance that you would read, right? But then also you can read all languages. So if you wear the glasses, you can read text in any ancient or foreign language. You can cast any scroll without error because you read it perfectly. And it can detect forgeries, like find items, see through illusions, see invisible objects. So it's pretty great. I mean, I'm pretty happy with them. I like them because they're interesting. You know, in reality, actually, the +1, -1 saving throw for enemies might even be stronger than that. But these are just, it's more cool, you know. What was the spell that Scoria cast on some guy when she time pulled a meeting with the king? Magic missile. Are you still building the keep and then eventually a castle? Since I think so, yeah. Do you still plan on using the Wish Scroll to steal gold? Moot really wants the idea. I do think it's cool. I'm not sure it's the best use, so I'm not sure. Were you actually able to take Fly? Thought all of your level 1, 2, and 3 were full. No, it's just 1 and 2. 3 still. Even with Fly, I've got one spare slot. You guys should really stock up on scrolls with the practically infinite money you have. Could hire half the wizards on the continents at once to do it for you. Yeah, you're not wrong. Is Imric really going to drink dragon's blood? No, I'm going to do some research on it in my solo session. When you're going to create your own spell, I feel like every PC needs to create something unique to the spell list as a way of leaving a statement. Yeah, I think so. That's something for the downtime as well. Going after the Ogre Mage makes sense, and if you can justify scrying on him, it shouldn't even be a problem with the TP candles, but going to the only Mithril mine in Arcadia seems like suicide with no real benefit. Well, the benefit is saving the 500 soldiers. I didn't see why that would be so dangerous. Justina seemed to appear almost instantly in Crownhold. Do you think she's capable of teleporting? Neil said she had a teleportation scroll in the pregame. Can we get an amen for you actually getting a wizard item? Now we just have to wait another 15 episodes to give you another one. Yeah, amen to that. It's nice to get something cool. And I like the new token that AO did. Or just the updates to the token, you know. Just show you in case anyone had missed it. Badass. Why do you need to be a stonemason? Because the spell Fabricate lets me make things. Like, I can just, like, turn some rocks into a tower, for example. But to make anything intricate, you need, like, the actual knowledge to make it by hand to use the Fabricate, right? Like, you can't just use Fabricate to make a boat unless you already know how to make a boat. Probably read about it and is smart enough to understand how to do it. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I'll ask her. I maybe ask Neil about that. Do you guys plan on returning to the lair of the young black dragon? No, I don't think so. I don't think I'll have anything. Would you make like a hunter's mark for dragons where you do an extra D8 damage if you attack your hated species? I mean, maybe not hated species, but maybe some sort of magical mark that then makes bow shots like have +2 to hit and +2 damage or something. Maybe that could work. Or even like greater range. What would be cool if, like, you know, you fire 3 shots per round. You cast this Hunter's Mark, and then one of the things you can do is sacrifice the additional 2 shots to fire like a single super long ranged high, like, to hit shot. When you guys are going back to Solon, do keep in mind that Neil will likely have the Varasi forces much more capable of hunting you down this time around. I mean, I guess so, yeah, to some extent. Are you planning on locating the dragon merchant woman? It sounded like Stephen wanted to, so yeah. Would Imric really want to build the keep himself? Oh, I mean, I wasn't thinking for building the keep. You should ask the weapons how their battle with the black dragon went with the previous wielders. Yeah, that's a good point, because they did fight it. They might even know what its lair looks like and stuff. It would feel fitting to hunt dragons with, but can't they glide, like, for miles and miles? Yeah, so what? Isn't that the peasant's job? No, it is to build the keep. It's the peasant's jobs. So the next one that's the big one. Episode 41 is where you go to Conquest and find all the dead people. Yeah, that's what I thought. Anton has Dispel Evil, and it can give evil extraplanar creatures a -7 to hit him, and attempts to banish them to another plane on every attack he makes. The -7 isn't even affected by spell resistance, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think you're right about that, actually. I think the second he hits Scoria with the weapon, it discharges the Dispel Evil. And then she makes the save and it either banishes her or she doesn't. So I don't think it's like a permanent -7 to hit, because I think the second he rolls an attack, it will go. Could you use the Dragon's Blood to research a spell that affects only dragons? Yeah, I was thinking, that's what I was kind of thinking, something like that. Tyrael has a 50-50 chance with all the buff spells he'd need an 11. Yeah, but this thing is, we're not going to get all of the buff spells. Like, at best, we're going to get Recitation and maybe Bless, I think. William had to deal with 36 AC creatures, so what is Scoria's AC even? Yeah, but those guys didn't hit that hard. How likely do you think it will be that Koibu pulls a Demon Warrior type insane AC buff to Scoria? I don't think he can buff it that much, and it'd still be reasonable.
Yes.
The biggest problem I had on yesterday's session is, what even possessed you to try and pay the Akubans for access to an 800-year-old peasant's grave? Do you remember how you robbed the Minotaur grave and that one warrior lady grave from your own country at the beginning of the campaign, and now you're all like, sorry, no, we can't just rob the grave. So yeah, I know, but I didn't like doing that at the start, and now we have the means not to do that. Is there any chance of an apprentice? Anton's got his religious people and Tyrael's got his... God. Green's Egg permitted the term killing that black. Jesus. When you put it like that, Twitch, it doesn't sound great. I don't really want an apprentice. I don't really think Imrik would have an apprentice. It's not really his... It's not really his vibes. So how do you think you're going to do against the Beholder Pit that has 100 Type F poison spiders in it for your next ambush? Yeah, it's going to be tough, I know.